Hello and welcome back to Against the Storm, where we continue our playthrough here. And we are going to start our next town right here, where we are getting the benefit of the food here and the food down here as well. It does have a modifier. Rain is especially toxic. No resources are refunded after destroying a building. I don't think that's too much of a problem. I don't think we do too much building destroying, but you never know. Let's take a look at the modifiers here. So it is clay, so I want to stick with the same rock type, so to speak. Um, Discovering glades doesn't increase hostility, so we just keep popping glades like crazy, and we get more wood from trees. That will be pretty good. We'll go ahead and start with some roots as well, I think. We are going to go with the caravan that has humans and beavers. Uh, Mostly because we last playthrough we weren't able to get any fertile soil, but I don't see any such restriction here. So, all right, we need housing in both of these instances. It's the same exact stuff as last time. So, people will die if we don't have enough housing. So we definitely need to make sure we have enough to go around. Look at that, weaving that road right in between all of that stuff there. So let's go ahead and pop down our usual buildings here, uh, which is not what I selected, but that's okay. Why am I struggling here? Okay, so let's pop that down. Let's pop that down. We definitely need some shelter to start with. So let's go ahead and get at least 3 of them built and kind of grow from there. So Harvester's Camp, which is a different type of camp. I think it's new. They split it out. Scavenger Camp we need for all of this stuff, so we can build that. We don't seem to need a Stonecutter's Camp off the bat, so that's fine. We always need our Woodcutter's Camps, so let's take a look. A lot of normal sized glades over here. Looks like we're going to start off over here chopping to get these little glades, and then we'll branch off into these bigger ones later on when we have more people and more resources to be able to tackle them. So we'll start with that and we'll work our way backwards like this. Don't want to accidentally tap into that glade too early. So let's go ahead, and I think it's safe to get started there. Let's look at our first buildings we could choose from. Ale's always a good choice, especially because both humans and beavers like leisure, and leisure is ale. So let's go ahead and pick that building, even though it doesn't benefit us immediately right now. Berries and mushrooms are part of this map, so let's go ahead and pick the herbalist camp. And then ranch. I built the ranch for the first time last episode, and it was all right, but it's pretty much trading one resource for another at not a great ratio necessarily, unless you have one of those crazy stacking buffs, which we currently don't have. So I think I gotta go with the fabric option for now, because training gear could potentially be useful for lizards down the road. This is okay too, but I'm gonna go with the Weaver. Probably not the best, but that's all right. You live, you learn. I do want to increase the priority on the woodcutters camps so that they focus a little quicker on getting those built. And let's go ahead and shrink these back down. Let's stock them fully with our beaver boys. And let's go ahead and get to chopping. We should, at least off the bat, we're going to get a ton of wood to begin with. It will definitely die down as we get deeper into the playthrough, but all right. Yeah, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. This probably is the best, although I don't even think we're going to make that many herbs. but it doesn't have a detriment, so we'll take it. I don't necessarily like the ones that have a trade-off where it's like, do this, but then you lose this. All right, let's see. Sell goods, get amber. Gives me people and biscuits. This gives me people and amber. I think I'll take that. Trading post and amber. Gives me simple tools, parts, and grain. This makes faster movement on roads, which is kind of nice. I think I'll go with this. I can get all this stuff. I do like the parts and the tools. But 10 movement on roads will be a positive thing the entire game. I don't want to deliver it right now. Pop 3 glades, get more stuff, but that's just for glade events, so it's not that big of a deal. But bricks and planks are kind of nice. 4 villagers. I think we're gonna get people. I don't want to like overwhelm myself with too many people at the same time, so I'm gonna go with that. Once this gets to 1, I'll go ahead and turn this other thing in. I know my orders are ready to complete. I'm not ready to complete them, though. Let's go ahead and get started with just converting some of the stuff for the buildings down the road. A little marrow deposit. Looks like we do have a... okay. We have meat over there. Can't actually do anything with it yet. Let's go ahead and chop this out. We have to build our trading post over there so we can get trading up and running. I don't want to build the trading post too close because I don't think it pulls from the main storage hall here, and we need to keep, because of this new mechanic, we kind of have to build within this framework for housing. So I'm more inclined to build it out here. It's still within the boundary of this, but I'm just more inclined to put it out that way. Let's go ahead and build, I guess, put some barrels down or something. They can be moved later on. But that'll at least pop this over to another hub level up. Let's uncheck this so we don't accidentally burn coal. And let's get our trading post up and running. Would also like to build a weaver. I think we can build that right here. And then the brewery, of course, should pretty much go right here. I think that's all I need at the moment. I will have to build this blight post at some point. I guess we could kind of slap that down here. It's massive. I'll build a little hydrant next to it. Okay, we are definitely over 1 now. Let's go ahead and deliver that. That'll make people run faster on roads. And 10%'s 10%, you know, take what you can get. Let's get this, extend this path out. Let's go ahead and move this over here. Keep that wood chopping going. We can get a new building. Plantation. Don't think I need this. Don't think I need the foragers camp. Plantation could potentially be useful, if anything, just for the plant fiber, but there tends to be a lot of plant fiber nodes on these type of maps, so I don't necessarily know how useful it is in actuality. Let's go ahead and pop that down. All right, we're going farm like we always do. I love my farms. Let's do that. Let's see what we got here. Farms can plant mushrooms, but only during a drizzle. I think that's fine. So what exactly does this mean? Well, we have a lot of... We need 10 goods sold. Let's go ahead and slap down like 150 wood, 10 amber. Stuff that's pretty easily replaceable. Can we not even get to 10? I would really like to get... I mean, I need both of these things. Well, I have to get to 15. I'd really like to get the trapper's camp, but I have to get a small farm. So let's get to 15. Even if it costs us more than we should be willing to spend. Brutal. Okay. 15. Small farm. Job done. Lizard resolve. Jerky production. Lizards with every newcomer. I'm fine with that. And I could turn this in, but again, I'm not going to yet because I want this to build up. Okay, so I don't necessarily need the plantation. But I don't think I need the forger's camp at all. So I'll take the plantation just to not re-roll. Trapper's camp, that's kind of what I was looking for in that other one. Let's go ahead and get that. So now I don't need that trapper's camp. From here, saves me 19 amber. And that gives me trapper's camp. What are these? Oh, the sea marrow deposits. I don't even know how to get those. So that's only one little thing. Oh, I don't really care. It's kind of a waste, but that's all right. We got a little global resolve from grinding that out early. All right. Let's move that over that way. Once we get these two glades and we get done with the first storm, then I think we can go ahead and start moving into the formal glades, the actual big glades. I need packs of crops, but I don't think I'm in a position to do anything with that right now. Let's slap one of these in there. We can get started on... I could turn this fabric off here and get fabric production going here instead. It's much more efficient. Okay, we're at 1 there, so let's go ahead and turn that in. That gives us some extra cash to work with. We can get another building. So simple tools is the only thing we gain by getting this. We get wine, crystallized dew, but I never do anything with wine. Very rarely with cosmetics. Jerky could be useful just to have something. Yeah, none of these are great. Copper bars aren't really useful here because we don't have any nodes that make copper, or at least I haven't seen them on this type of map, so this kind of becomes a pointless building. And pickled goods and jerky, I think at some point we'll have a better chance of getting something that makes those at a better efficiency. Well, here's simple tools and luxury goods. Here's skewers and biscuits. And pigment. So the skewers might be... All right, so either one gives us biscuits, right? So pie or skewers is the question here. So let's take a look at what they need. We need pie here. We need pie here. Skewers. No skewers, no skewers. So pie is our winner. So bakery is what we go with. So let's go ahead and slap this bakery down. I don't mind the spaces anymore because we need to build these little decorations. So we need some blue ones. Let's go ahead and slap 2 of those down there. And we'll slap 2 of these down. We'll just slap them over here for now. And I think we can keep going with some benches over in this area. Our scavenger camp is empty at the moment. We need to put somebody in here. Let's put some lizard boys in here, start getting this stuff scavenged. We got root deposits, storm bird nests. I'd like to pop into this glade. That would complete this exploration. We're running a little lower on lumber now. Not crazy low, but lower for sure. I don't think I have anything that makes planks at a better ratio. No, just a crude workstation. All right, let's keep looking here. So 20 pottery for every glade. That could be pretty useful. I think I'm just going to buy that. And then resolve for villagers with a home. Everybody kind of needs a home. So let's go ahead and do that. Coat production could be good, but I'd rather just have the resolve, because resolve leads to winning in every circumstance. All right, is there a way I can do this without sacrificing too much? It's a lot. I'll have to make it work. But I think it's worth it. Everybody does need a home. We don't have anything this time around that bumps down the hostility. So we are definitely going to have to get some of the housing situation sorted out really quick. I'm going to slap a couple beaver houses down there. Get a lizard house over there. I kind of want to put something over here too. I'll just move these decorations out of the way for now. Although ultimately, I'm going to have to just do something totally different there. All right, slap a lizard house down there. Okay, we got Flaxfield, Dewberry Bush. All right, 3 glades. We are coming up on 1 impatience. So I think we'll be in a good spot to turn it in a minute. Yeah, if I'm going to do any more chopping, I kind of have to be ready to pop into a couple glades here, so. All right, we're over 1. Let's go ahead and deliver that. That does give us some bricks and planks to work with immediately. And then after this storm, I think we are going to position ourselves to pop into one of these glades here. We'll probably head up in this direction first. I am going to kind of trim down here so they don't pop through, but just really get right up close to where we need to be. Let's look at our next building that we could choose from. Flour. We don't currently have a way to make flour. That will be very useful. We also don't have a way to make coats. I think we got to go with the provisioner, right? If anything, just have a way to make flour. But coats, I don't know, whatever. I'm gonna go with it. We'll make it work. I can't hem and haw too much. I do have to find, like, actual fertile soil, though, to get started on some of this stuff. So we're kind of beholden to that. And it hasn't happened yet. Alright, I gotta trim all this out, but we should probably start with this stuff over here. Let's get more people on the map. Both of these are one human. So I think I'll go with this. One lizard for every... I mean, it just wants to, like, overload us with lizards. Definitely woodpecker technique. That is an amazing get, because that's going to help a lot with the biscuits and all that stuff. Why does it keep trying to get me to get lizards? I guess I'll try to do that. Do some trade routes. I don't really need them to arrive quicker. But I don't currently have a way to make luxury goods, I don't think. No, I don't. So I'm just going to hold on that for a minute. We'll see how this goes. Alright, let's just pop the glade first, and then we can worry about prettying all this up. Okay, glade is popped. Fertile soil is right there, which is great. We do have, while working, we lose a lot of resolve, and impatience grows faster, but that's fine. I think we're going to go with the amber. I'm not too worried about any of this stuff. Let's go ahead and do that just to get that going. We do have some... Okay, we have a tinkerer. We do have some meat up here as well. Tinkerer's useful because it helps us make tools and training gear. Better recipe for packs of building materials. So I think we will end up rebuilding the tinkerer. We don't currently have any planks, but we can go ahead and maybe just get started on that. Food-wise, let's get small farm up and running here, and we are going to want to get farm fields over all this area. Move this woodcutter over here, because I know we're going to just uncover more fertile soil that needs to be built on. I have no doubt about that at all. Let's move this forward. Let's get this trader before I forget about her. Okay, it's like really bent on trying to get us to take this forager's camp, but I just don't need it. Mushroom production, it's not terrible. There are mushrooms on the map, but villager movement speed is probably best if we can get it reasonably, which I think we can. Insects are definitely an expendable commodity at this point. Because we are going to get many of them from woodpecker technique. Let's see if we can move this guy over here and keep working towards chopping all of this out. Harvester camp's got nothing nearby. Where can we move you? Well, we can move you kind of wherever. It's not much down here. Did we build a trapper's camp yet? No, we did not. There is a spot up here, though, that is actually worth gathering. Okay, I do have to be mindful of the fact that I need more housing, and we are coming up on a higher hostility of the forest. Maybe this guy wasn't the best to put in there. Lizard boys like this. Okay, I do need to get more housing built for sure. Although, I need the bakery built too, so... maybe I can get more planks going here? Let's put another person in here just to keep that moving in the right direction. This should be priority though, because I definitely need the food to be produced. Let's just trim all this crap out. Well, lizard boys are happy at least. I'm not sure if any of these are that great. It's too early to know for sure if I'm going to get any of those things. Let's look at our orders. I still don't think we have a way to make luxury goods. Can we reroll? Tavern. Tavern's perfect because we got the brewery already. So I think we just slap the tavern down over here somewhere. And that is just fine, oh fine. Okay, let's get humans in here for sure. Get the fields going. Okay. This guy is, I believe, fighting the good fight over here. Appears to be. Woodcutter's camp has no trees nearby. That seems quite unfortunate if that's the case. Especially because I just indicated a large swath of trees to chop down. Let's move this guy over here. Just get to chopping. We do need packs of crops. We probably should set this to grain because we're going to have grain being produced over here for sure. Both of these are one human. So I think we'll go with this. Biscuit diet. 50% chance, double yield while under the effects of a biscuit. I will pick that because theoretically anyway, we will be making biscuits. I still don't know what I want to do here. I think I'm just going to go here because I need amber. I don't know if that's actually what I wanted, but that's okay. Leisure, we will definitely get now that we know we got that. We are going to get farm fields. We already have several. And then ancient tablet could be okay. I just don't know if we're going to actually get it. So I guess we'll just wait on that for a minute. I think we could squeeze some houses in over here. Sahilda? Yeah. I need to do something with her at some point. Alright, we already got the tavern. It's just not quite being built yet. I'm waiting till the last possible second. Okay. Let's see what we can get with her. Grain production will be useful this time around. Can we get to 19? That's the question. Well, 9 is what I actually need. Can we get to 9? I think we can. Oh, yeah. All right, let's get that grain production up. Goods sold. Yeah, I need to sell more goods as well. Well, let's not tempt fate. I don't need to sell it that bad right now. There will be more future times where I can do that. Alright, I don't have any flour currently. Nor do I think I even have ways to make flour at the moment. Do I even have anybody in here? I don't need anybody in here. Because all I need right now is packs of crops. I could check that here. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Limit this to 15. I don't think we need to limit ale necessarily. Okay, we definitely have plenty of people. I just don't know if we have enough things to do with them. Well, when you have extra people, one thing you can do is build a rain collector. And that could be somewhat productive. Definitely need more houses. Let's move this stuff over here. Build another couple beaver houses. That doesn't even cover the gamut of what is needed. But I wonder if this would count as in there or not. Crap. Well, I don't think it actually built it yet. Okay. So, I know we have that effect where we can't get back resources, but I don't think it put any resources in there yet, so I think it's fine. Got some human houses up and running there. Hopefully we get that built. I think we're going to have to kind of relocate down to this area to chop through this stuff. Scavenger camp seems to be going to town right now. Let's move this woodcutter over here as well. Just extend that path out a little bit. And let's just, like, only focus on chopping this to get through to here. I really want to try to find more agricultural land. Harvester camp. We could definitely put people in here and start getting some of that out of there. I don't think a harvester is going to get anything out of any of this. So I'll just pop it here for now. Is there a type of camp that we missed out on? No, I just think we didn't get it this time around yet to get these berry bushes. Okay, that popped right where we needed it to. We are definitely doing lower hostility here. And we can use resin for that, no problem. Next storm is, it's going to be pretty tight on time, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and get this all cleared out. I think I'm going to have to be very careful not to pop into that glade. Yeah, I want to focus on getting that cleared out first. Let's get farm fields up and running there. For sure. We can slap a small farm down there. I think a storage unit here would make sense. Next to the, what you call it? Let's get rid of that. We do also have a Slickcell Broodmother node over there. So I think we can get some pathing down here and over here and down to there. And then we can move the Trapper's camp down from here when it's done. Or maybe even before it's done, just to get it harvesting quicker. I do want to prioritize getting this small farm built, because the sooner we get it built, the sooner we can start gathering some of these resources. The storage is already built, so that's pretty great. I do have to be quite careful over here, though, not to tap into that glade. So once this is done, I'll have to move these guys over here so they're not even in range of possibly doing that. Fading effect is happening now. Not great, because I did not have enough time to build. Well, I had time, I didn't have enough resources to build all the houses I needed. It's kind of garbage that I'm losing humans. That's what I need the most. So that's a real big bummer there. Human builder died. At least it wasn't doing anything at the time. We'll slap some beavers in there. Leisure production will get started. Okay, both of these are one human. I kind of don't like that it's giving me as many lizards as it's given me. It's kind of a pain. Leisure fulfilled. 10% chance for double yields. I will pick that because we are getting leisure fulfilled. And humans are one of the people that gets leisure services. And that means that their crops might give them double yields 10% of the time. So here, I think I'm going to go with this. Then we are going to go with... I mean, I kind of feel like we're going to end up with 16 lizards, right? We already have 10. But I would rather have this. I don't know if we'll get it, but I would rather have that. This is more realistic, I think. Okay, so packs of provisions, which I'm going to need to do making connections. Okay, that's all very feasible things. Although I do need to get moving on that because... Alright, let's turn that off there. We do need a provisioner for sure. Did I never build that road? Okay, let's get this road built. And then let's get this provisioner up and running. Just something I already thought we had, but apparently we do not. Alright, Sother only wants certain things. Oh, he'll take Purging Fire. That's kind of nice. Resolve is nice. All these are kind of nice, but I mean, they're kind of expensive for what they provide. I don't think I'm going to bother with any of it, especially because I have so little resources here that he's even willing to buy. Although, if I could sell him my wine, I don't need the coal for anything. And the ale's good, but I'm making it. I don't want to sell all of it. What can I get for that? Close to 8? I could also sell all this. Alright, this is dangerous. Okay, that gave me 10. I needed that for booming economy anyway. Alright, is this still gathering? It is. Although it's getting kind of near the end. Alright, I do have beaver housing getting up and running. I do want people in here to work once they are able to. Although I have nothing here that they can really do. At least until I have more of this built. Alright, so I think that's all the farm that's going to be discovered there anyway. Let's go ahead and move. I'm going to move over here just to maximize our ability to chop. Alright, we did lower the hostility to the forest by completing this, so should be give us a little more time with building houses before we have to worry about that. The biggest issue is we have no good way to make planks. All right, scavenger is tapped out. Let's go ahead and move that down here, which is fine. Is there a good plank recipe somewhere? Do I need luxury goods? I felt like I needed luxury goods for something. I think I chose the other option, so I don't think I need them anymore. Okay, well, we are moving along here. Things are going fairly well. I'm about to get serving ale. Packs of provisions. I still need to get the provisioner up and running. The problem is just this is the only way I have to make planks. So it is a bit of a bummer. I could buy some planks here, which is probably worth doing, actually. None of these are really that great. I do need to get at least 6 more amber. So let's try to get at least 6 amber out of this guy. It would be nice to kind of complete that. Spark dew, sell it all. Don't need it. Resin, sell that too. Okay, we got 6 amber out of the guy. Holy jeez, we have a lot of fabric. Can we just trade a bunch of fabric for... Apparently we can. And it's almost an even exchange. So yeah, I will definitely take that trade. For sure. I didn't realize how much fabric we had. So can we get more amber? I don't need this much fabric at all, or this much resin. Does this get us close? 15? Alright, I'll take that. It gives me a little more money to work with. That finishes booming economy. I can turn that in. That gives me some simple trade goods. Puts me in a good spot to tap into another glade, which I will do. Also gives me enough wood to finish building some of these structures that I needed. Let's pop them in there. And for sure they can get started on making flour and packs of provisions, which we need both things. I'm going to re-roll. I don't need any of those things. This is all kind of garbage. I'm going to re-roll again. It's getting expensive to re-roll. I needed education. But do I have a way to make scrolls? I do not. I don't have a way to make scrolls. At least not currently. We have 2 more buildings we could potentially get. Coats would be good too. I don't have a way to make coats. I'm gonna go with that. I think coats will probably be better. All right, let's go ahead and keep this stuff going. Wood and provisions. Wow, so we just, yeah, tanked our wood for sure. Let's move these guys down here. Definitely pathing this way. All right, let's look at our hub upgrade. Looks like we need 8, 4, and 4. So let's get that going. Four. 4. And we need 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need more housing as well before hostility goes back up. But we're not generating a ton of hostility as a result of what we're doing. Hostility is not terrible right now. And a big part of that is simply because I don't need this other building. A big part of that is because in this map there was some effect that doesn't generate hostility when we're discovering glades, the watchtower. So all right, our boys should be fighting back some of this blight here. At least they think they should be. Let's pop a guy in there. Oh, I think we're running out of wood. Alright, let's go ahead and turn this in. This gives us some amber, some parts, some pottery. Got another building here. Better flour recipe. Again, I don't need any of this stuff. The scrolls could be useful if I were to get another building that does that. I hate to waste that much amber on re-rolling, but I was really holding out hope that we'd be able to get a building that produces better lumber. That just doesn't seem to be in the cards this time around. Jerky could be useful, so I will go with the cellar just for that reason alone. Okay, I feel like we need to... Let's look at... Alright, we're gonna do that because cutting faster is good. We're definitely having some issues with production here. I might even build I don't typically do this, but I think I'm going to build another woodcutter's camp. I think we need that much wood. Humans are happy, so they're moving up in production here. There we go. More farmland. Let's keep moving this woodcutter's camp. I don't want to accidentally like hit fertile soil there, so doesn't look like we did though. All right, we got large destroyed caravan, which is going to global resolve. I think we'll go with this to get us some like flour and stuff. And I don't think we necessarily need to build another storage unit over here. This storage is pretty close. But I do feel like... Alright, let's talk to this guy first. Let's see. We need the provisions. I can't give up on that. Resin I could probably sell a little bit of. Herb garden could be useful for some of the recipes we need. But I think I'd rather just double down on farm building. Yeah, I don't think we really need anything from this guy. So we won't do anything with that. Is it worth... Okay, they want a bunch of packs of stuff. they want fabric. Fabric and provisions. I think I'll do that just to try to complete that order. Let's see how that turns out. I don't think it matters that much, but... Okay, let's see. This is a district now. It's got everything it needs. I think I'll turn in agriculture before I turn in packs of crops. Yeah, +1 grain production. +25 the amount produced, though. It's probably better than the +1 grain. No, +1 grain's got to be better. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Probably doesn't matter that much. Still nothing over here. I guess we're just going to go with... We'll go with this, even though it's useless. We'll turn that in. Gives us the ranch. I do want to get another farm going over here. Let's increase the priority of that. So we lost some, like, resolve just because they're working on this, but it'll come back as soon as that's done. Okay, let's get humans in there. We're not having any food problems currently, but it certainly isn't great. I need to, like, cap this, I think. Yeah, we don't need any more. Let's just do 25 and leave it at that. Alright, there is... Looks like there is space over here. We can put some people in there to gather that stuff. Are they still gathering up here? They are. They're almost done, though. No, maybe they're not almost done. Alright, is there any way to make these people happier? We definitely need more lizard housing, apparently. Like, a lot more lizard housing. And more human housing. Let's move this woodcutter's camp up here. If anything, just to finish clearing this out so I can keep building. We do need another beaver house. I think we could slap that down there. That's not a problem. I can move there. All right, that trade route was completed, it looks like. Was that Akana? It was. I think we need to do another route. Okay, let's sell that and sell that. I think between the two of those, we should get enough to increase the standing level there. We may lose some people here. Just as a result of not having housing for everyone in a fast enough manner. Yep, there we go. Lost a baker. That's a weaver. This was a baker. That's fine. We'll slap him in there. Builder is nothing to be concerned about. That's just an extra person. Honestly, we could afford to lose some of them. I hate that it's humans, though. Humans are very useful. A lizard provisioner died. Okay, we have enough housing for lizards now for sure. Trade route was completed. Let's collect that. That did increase. That completed that, which, I mean, doesn't matter because this will complete it. And there we go. So we won a game with both of these modifiers. We got some extra food. So it's 20 more food that we have there. That all went really well overall, I think. And there's even more food over here. So if we start one here, we can get more. I mean, we're going to eventually use all the food, so I'm grateful to have it. But, yeah, moving in this direction is definitely a good thing from the perspective of getting more resources to work with. I'm gonna complete these expeditions, get this XP. Okay, get new citadel upgrades. Looks like we unlocked a bunch of these cornerstones and building blueprints as a result of that. Lost supplies. I'll take that. Okay, so that's all we could have done for now. Let's look at upgrades. I think we're still in the same boat here. I wanted to be able to get this, but we don't have enough artifacts. However, because we have so much food and machinery, we can take something else and still get that down the road. So let's look at getting a Harpy House as a default building that we can always get. This is consumption control, so I think we're going to unlock that for now, which is fine because the next town we build will give us probably enough, at least 10 food, and we'll be able to take this if we were to find enough artifacts. I don't even think we're getting to that point anyway. So at least we were able to pinch 2 upgrades. We are now able to officially build every type of house for every type of race that we have in the game. So I think that is some good forward progress in the meta progression. So thank you for watching. We will see you in the next episode.